What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Street Fighter Duel video and another painful experience free-to-play session. Okay, we're going to do two things today, guys. We're going to talk about, obviously, the free-to-play aspect. I'm going to do a couple summons because we finished 840 and we moved on, and I forgot to record last night for this, so I'm going to do it now. On top of that, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Discord drama that's been going on with my name being thrown in there. So while we do this, I'm going to talk, alright? So you guys are going to have to hear me out here a little bit. I don't usually like the drama stuff, but I want to just point this out because I don't want you guys getting yourself into this beef, quote-unquote beef, which really isn't there. And I just want to talk a little bit about what happened, okay? So you guys are aware. Now, some of you are on Discord, so you already know what happened, but essentially a content creator made a video which had some accusations about people not knowing what the heck they were doing in the game, and everybody for some odd reason decided to point at me as the person that person was targeting. And I'm not saying that person was targeting me. My name was never mentioned. None of that. So I just want to point that out. I'm not pointing fingers at that content creator and saying, hey, you bashed me, what the hell, I didn't even know you. But yeah, so something happened along the lines of, like, I heard about this, so I said, okay, you know what, it is what it is. I didn't even watch the video, to be quite honest with you. I was like, I don't like to get myself involved in drama, so I stayed out of it. Q around 9 p.m. I'm not going to show you guys any of these messages, obviously, because I don't want to get anyone into shit. But Q around 9 p.m., maybe even a little earlier, maybe 8 p.m., I don't know. Discord just went on a frenzy. And I just got pinged for some reason, and I'm just like, all right, what's going on? Because usually when you guys ping me, I respond, right? It's only common courtesy, unless I'm super busy. Then but I was at the time just watching TV with my wife, and she was just kind of dozing off. So I was like, you know what? Whatever, I'm being pinged. Let's go check out what's happening. And lo and behold, I was pinged for a reason, and that reason was because somebody had something to say about me in that session, and it was interesting because I didn't understand what it was about at first. Then I realized, oh, it's about that video again. So it seems like a lot of people were pointing fingers and saying that that content creator made that video about me because they were saying that no other content creator knows what they're doing. Don't take those words as like verbatim. I'm just saying I'm spitballing what I was told, and that I'm that person that the person was targeting because apparently I'm the one that's been making the most amount of guides. Now, again, I did not have that impression from said content creator because I was not that person never called me out. Right, it wasn't like a specific call out to Payne. Payne's the one that I'm talking about. But I just want to say this, guys, just real quick while this is happening here in the back end. You guys don't have to defend me. I appreciate when you do. Don't get me wrong. Like, you don't have to defend me because if anybody calls me out on my work, one of two things I'm assuming. One, you're either feeling what I'm putting down, and maybe you're a little threatened, and I'm not saying anybody is, but that's usually a feeling you get, right? I'm 40 years old, man. I know, I've been around the block many times. I know how this shit works, you know? Or number two, you just don't really like my content, and that's fine. That's all good. It's all good. And guys, I don't want you guys to defend me in regards to like other content creators who have beef with it, because I don't want you guys involved in that. Like, you guys don't need to have that drama unless you want to be part of the drama. Then hey, I mean, get your feet wet, right? But like for me personally, like it's one of those things where I see it, I laugh. I laugh. Like I've had whole Discords come after me. I'm not kidding when I say that. Like legit, whole Discords come after me because, you know, I pissed off one person with something they didn't like, and they rallied and got a whole slew of people to follow them. So like, I'm no stranger to this kind of thing. And here's my like take on it, right? I'm a grown ass man who has no time for this. Like, if you want to start drama with me, and it's because of you think it's gonna get you anywhere with your content, bro, you're going after the wrong guy. Like, I do this shit for fun. I'm doing this because I want to do it. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the fact that like I'm here to take someone's spot. I'm here to like, you know, ruin someone's parade. I'm not here to like be top dog. I'm just here to have a good time, man. Like seriously, that's it. I'm here to have a good time and just educate a couple folks. You know, a lot of people make fun of old people like myself, like old heads. Like I'm 40 years old. Y'all, some of y'all think I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but most of you guys have been watching. Understand there's a lot of knowledge here in this brain of mine because I'm analytical, right? I like to think about a lot of things, but the one thing I don't like to do is get myself involved in drama. So I guess while I'm talking here, And while we're doing this, I just want to say thank you to those who came through and were like, listen, I want to defend Payne because I think that's the right thing to do. I appreciate you. But again, I don't think that person was necessarily calling me out because, again, nothing was said to me. And if that person has a problem with me, just say it to my face and we'll talk about it as men. Like, we talk about it behind the scenes. We don't need to start this nonsense, this drama to get the whole community involved and get people up in arms and have to choose sides, etc., right? So anyways, not a big deal. If you, again, I'm not going to point any names. I'm not going to show any messages. If you are on the Discord, you already know what this is about. It doesn't really need to go any further than that. So just real quick, I am going to be defined by my viewers and my community, and the people who judge me that matter most are you guys who consume my content and actually use my content. And a lot of you guys know this already through the comment sections, is when there's a hater, they've either never seen the video or they have a legit reason to be a hater, and they maybe misconstrue my message or what the case may be, and you guys are pretty much always on my side, and I appreciate that. This is a really bad run because I'm not paying attention. But at the end of the day, like, you guys don't have to do that for me, but I appreciate when you do that for me, right? So anyways, let's move on. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Let's get into the actual summoning section. So I did finish 840, guys, just real quick to show you where I'm at. So 9-1 right here. Tower-wise, I don't think I've done any more since last time we spoke. I'm at 128. Yeah, I haven't really done further. If you see the power difference here, it's starting to get a little bit up there now. And I don't really have the best units at the moment, but that was kind of the purpose of this, right? I want to do this as hard as possible, meaning don't use the best units, because I think it'll motivate some people who want to quit. So I just want to point that out. The reason why I'm doing this more difficult is because I want those people who are not getting the summons they want, who want to quit because they're not getting those characters, to be like, you know what, okay, it's not that bad. I can do this even with B class, A class characters, and still get decently far in here. Now my team by no means is a slouch team, but I don't also have the best team, right? And you guys know what I'm talking about, like having those other units that start with the M and a B, and, you know, like the Gens and the Roses and all that. Like, I don't have any of that right now, and I'm purposely doing it, so I'm enjoying myself. It's a good time. All right, anyways, so let's do some summons here. Of course, that's a crap summon. Let's get something else. Just my luck on this account. Hey, it's painful experience for a reason. It's a painful experience for a reason. Hey, we got enough gems. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys real quick again, like I always do every video, that I have not spent a penny on this. Blanca, perfect. I actually wanted him, so that is phenomenal. I'm all about that. Okay, so let me just show you guys the usual. First purchase, all not touched. Here we go. Let's get this challenge out of the way. And you know what? I really like Blanca, so I might actually end up starting using them instead of a few other units that I've been using. So let's go ahead and do this. Zangief went up to A+, which is really good. I'm going to need him eventually, so that's a good sign. And let's go back here and awaken. So for you new players who are just joining the game, there is no real reroll system unless you join a new server and start from scratch again from that server. Surprisingly enough, a lot of people are asking also the question that question of if they start on a new server, will they keep their old account information? Absolutely. You just have to go back between the two servers. You can't combine the server information, but you won't lose your progress as well on the other server. You just gotta switch back between servers. That's what I'm doing right now. I go server 4 for main, server 421 for this, right? So it's not that hard to pull off. Okay, let's see. I want to get Dalsum up here, so I'm going to pull Dalsum up, get him to S. There we go. So remember, this is day 4 for me now, and it's been going pretty damn well. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm pretty proud of where I'm at for considering I'm very casual for this account, and I think I've taught some of you folks how to progress using manual, which has been great because I've been getting a lot of responses on that. And now I'm hoping to help you just build teams. Right now, you know what the main team is. The main unit that makes everything kind of the cog work is going to be B Zangief. Everything else is just filler at that point. But make sure you're collecting all of this. Get your global awakenings. You can see this is the grand prize is always available, which is going to be these guys here. But it is running for 20 days. Okay, so keep that in mind. You do need to finish by 20 days in order to take advantage of that. Alright, so let's continue going. Actually, hold on, before I do that, did I finish all my awakenings? I did. Yeah, Blanca will for sure be done, will be brought up next, because I really like his kit a lot. Flame is done, wind is done, I believe. Yeah, so I got 2 rookies. Oh, here we go, I can do this as well. Do I have anything else? I don't. So, I think I had a Rufus up, I'm going to try to get Cody up here. because I don't know if I had a Cody A yet. And again, if you guys haven't seen my Smart Awakening video, check it out. There's a reason why I'm doing it manually. Don't mess up by doing it by auto. It will screw you up, and I explain fully in that video what exactly that is. I'm going to hold off from getting anybody else up because I want to actually focus on getting B Zangief's copy, and then I'll get him straight to S at that point. Alright, so we're going to continue here, guys. So yeah, a lot of you guys now at this point in the game are getting to Triple S if you started from the beginning, like when the game first came out. And I was hoping that my new assist guide would help you through picking and choosing who your best resources to go towards as an assist fighter. I hope you guys have checked that video out. I put a spreadsheet together for all of you so you guys know who the best tiered ones are for PvE content, PvP content, and bosses. So definitely look at that and focus on the units that you have if they're rated high up there, especially for the content you want to dominate in, right? Because some people just don't care about PvE, which you should, because it's an idle game. The only way you're going to progress. Some people just want to focus on PvP, but this game really isn't PvP heavy at the moment. I don't find that a lot of people talk about PvP a lot in this game because it's usually whale versus whale or whale versus NPC or F2P versus F2P, but it really is dominated by whales right now. So F2Ps have a harder time obviously dealing with it. So I feel like that's one of the main reasons why PvP does not have a big kind of targets on our back for guides and stuff. So I put one out for Battle Royale, if you guys recall, and that one was specifically to talk about the fact that you can do manual gameplay. Okay, that's a lot of people don't know that that's an actual manual mode. So they just put auto and they let it run like they would in arena. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out. I show you a team that I built to play well in it. A couple teams are actually good in there, and also people are asking me team building guides now, and I've done one already for this. So I can't put one together if you guys are looking for PvP ones. It really doesn't change too drastically. Not gonna lie to you. It's pretty straightforward. It's almost all the same thing. Oh, I'm talking too much on focusing. It's all the same stuff pretty much, and it doesn't really change too much. There is a heavier PvP team that you may want to use if you're PvP, and I can show you that. But for the most part for PvE, it stays relatively the same for PvP because you do want to have those interrupts and stuns in place, and you want the speed, right? That's what's really gonna push your account further in PvP. You'll be with proper speed and the proper setup for your account, you'll most likely be able to beat teams that are much higher than you in arena because of auto, but more importantly in Battle Royale, because that's really where the prizes are, guys. Like, people don't understand, like, the Battle Royale server rank prizes are some of the best prizes in the game. So definitely focus on getting that instead of worrying about the regular arena, which does provide you, supplements you with some gems, but it's not the best prize in the PvP sector. It's definitely the Battle Royale for free to play, and then of course Showdown is going to be for whales, because you have to be ranked in order to even do it, and a lot of people won't be ranked as free to play. So here we go, guys. Same team. Now, what I want to change with my team, and I have yet to pull him, is I need a Guile. And we've all know, like, all the whales know the Guile is the best free to play DPS unit for PvE, while Cammy's the best boss unit. So I have the boss unit already. I really do want to get Guile to get this ball rolling even faster, because I feel like that's kind of what's stunting me. Now, getting Blanca was really nice, because Blanca is a great off-tank DPS with a ton of utility for damage, and a great counter with to provide shock damage as well. But he's still not a Guile. Like, Guile's still the best damage dealer in this right now for F2P. So we'll see how far we can get here, okay? So, again, I'm not putting too much effort. I'm at 128, I think, is the highest unit right there. And I don't have anything better than A Zhang, but you can see he's doing pretty damn well right now, right? He's pulling his weight. There we go. And now, I guess I may as well just bring this up. I know there's been talk about the Akuma banner coming out this week, or maybe next week, or whatever the case. Some people reached out to me like, hey, you know this is happening, right? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, I know what's happening. Am I going to cover it? Nah. I've talked too much smack now at this point. I think it's just out of principle. I've talked trash about everybody who's covered Akuma because y'all clickbaited the whole time. I've just kind of got over it. But when he does come out, I will tell you guys, there will be a summon video, there will be a showcase, there will be mention of how good he is. We'll do a review, and I will add him to the spreadsheet for assists. Speaking of the spreadsheet, a lot of people are also looking for me to add the plus 10, 20, and 30 assists in there as well. Sorry, fighting spirits, which I will be doing, by the way. I will be doing it. It just takes a lot longer than what I already did, so I might end up taking a little bit more time with that one than anything else. All right, so I hope some of you guys are watching here, are kind of playing along with me and doing this little challenge of ours. If you're already F2P and you're brand new and you've never seen this before, welcome first off, and secondly, this is my free-to-play account from that I'm creating to play along with you guys as free-to-play as well, just to show you that I'm not full of BS and that I know what I'm doing. No, that's really not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I just want to help you guys kind of see that you don't need to whale in order to be successful in this game. Realistically, that's the goal here, right? That's always been the goal, is to kind of push the envelope here as a free-to-play and make sure you guys are all understanding, let's see, I pulled the wrong move off, that it's possible to make it pretty far in this game with just the bare minimum units that you have, right? As long as you build them and focus on them, like realistically, you want to get triple S on as many characters as you can as a free-to-play, at least the top 4, so you can break the 240 level limit and move past that. And most of you at this point have probably gotten there or close to it. So kudos to you guys for sticking around and doing that, because I know it's no easy feat to do as a free-to-play. So I'm proud of you guys, because some of you honestly have really stuck it out and just really put effort into your account to make sure that you get the best knowledge from my channel and other content creators' channels, and I've really been applying it. Your account looks immaculate as a free-to-play player. A lot of people can't believe it. Like, some people are like, oh, I have a triple S already as a free-to-play, and some people are just completely doubtful. Like, they're like, there's no way, you're definitely spam. But no, it's true, guys. Like, I'm being dead honest when I say this. I have a lot of people in my guild who are free-to-play, and they are already two triple S's in, maybe. And here's the funny thing. I didn't mention this before, and I probably should have, actually, because it's pretty important. I'm not using mercenaries. Like, there's 0 mercenaries on my account that I don't use. I don't use anybody. Like, I'm going to quickly show you guys. I could have, hired myself as a friend and set up mercenaries, but look, none. I refuse to. I will not. So this is just me and my account. A lot of people have gotten through the harder content using mercenaries, and that's the smart thing to do, because it's in the game. It's meant for you to be using it. But again, I'm trying to do this as hard as possible to make sure that I can put out some good, wholesome Dark Souls, Street Fighter content for you. And by Dark Souls, I mean because it's difficult, obviously. Yeah, so that's kind of the purpose. All right, so we're gonna keep trucking along here, guys. Let's go and see where we at. So again, I'm losing now in the power game. I might be able to get a little further than this, and we'll see where we're at, and then maybe I'll call it a night. But I do want to also say to the community real quick, you guys have been absolutely stellar in your participation, interaction on my channel, and I totally appreciate it, because if you guys haven't seen the heartfelt Why You Guys Matter to Me video, I meant every word I said. I shared my experiences in my life. I've noticed that a lot of people have shared theirs after the fact and have appreciated the fact that I was open with you guys, and I was sincere about it. I really meant it, and I want you guys to continue being open with me as well too, because I think the way things have been progressing through the community right now, people are starting to appreciate more honesty than clickbait, and people are starting to appreciate someone who's there for them, and I'm hoping to be that figure for you guys as a content creator. But I will say this right from the get-go: I don't know how long I'm personally going to be around, right? Because I'm a father of 2. I do this for fun. This is a community thing for me than it is a money-making thing. Like, I'm not, like, YouTube's not my life, but I'm going to be around here as long as I can. So I want to make the most of my time, right, with you guys here. So make sure you guys continue interacting and participating in the chats, and just overall being an amazing group of people, because it's been so fun coming back and doing content. I never thought I would have come back and done content again and been happy about it, to be honest with you, because after Ninja Tribes, I was so done with just sitting by a computer making content and then knowing that my game was going to shut down. This time around, I don't even care if the game shuts down, to be honest with you. I do, obviously, because I love the game and I love you guys, but like, from a marketing standpoint, and from if they start screwing us over and the game shuts down, peace. I'm good. We'll find something else to play, right? That's pretty much the point. It's the beauty of being a content creator. You have the variety out there. There's a plethora of games out there that can be played together as a community, that can be shared through content, and I don't want you guys to feel like I'm a one-trick pony. I do actually want to cover other games as well too. Like for example, Honkai Star Rail is coming out this month, I believe, on the 25th. I could be wrong, maybe I'm wrong, but around that time. And I'm looking forward to it because it's got the Genshin Impact graphics, but it's a turn-based RPG, and that's my jam. So I'll be doing that. I'll be doing my best version of free-to-play as much as I can on that one as well. I don't want to be spending money on on any more games because I don't think it's worth it. I've been promoting that for a while with you guys. So I definitely want to give that game a try and see if you guys want to jump on board and play that with me as well too. That'd be kind of cool to have the community kind of roll along with other games, because I know we're all mobile games. Realistically, if you're a mobile gamer, you don't really sit still on games. Like, it's rare to find a game that you're playing for more than a couple months max. Rare, and I say rare and I mean rare. Like, we move like one after another. It's like a notch on our belt or something. It's crazy. Because the games are, they come out so frequently, so often. There's always the next best thing. So it's hard to not move around so much. So Honkai looks really good. I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm hoping they do a really good job with the systems and it's not greedy, because that's the last thing I want to deal with is another greedy developer, man. Honestly, like, I think I'm sick of greedy developers. And quite honestly, I think I want to touch on this real quick. Crunchyroll is not really involved in the development of the game because there's a whole separate team that does that. But to be honest, Street Fighter Duel is actually outside of the Ken event and Fashion Sakura being complete pay to win because you have to buy her. They're actually very generous with their free-to-play currency. Like, gems are easy to get, tokens are easy to get. They give a lot of events on a constant basis that give you the ability to continue getting your account up. There's just so much that is in this game that is worth mentioning in a positive light for free-to-play. There really is. And, I mean, a lot of free-to-play players, like I said, are pretty far ahead now. Like, so it's nothing to scoff at. The developers have given us quite a bit as free-to-play players. So, yeah, don't take that for granted, right? I know MHK left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Luckily, Akuma's coming out soon, so we'll see how they handle that. I think that's going to be the big rip moment. If we see Akuma mishandled, this game is done. I'm calling it now. Like, it's done, I'm done, most likely everybody else is done. Actually, maybe I'm not done. Maybe I'll stick around just because, again, the community, right? Because I want to make sure you guys are taken care of from a content perspective. But I can tell you now, a lot of people are going to be done. If this game continues, if this game pulls an MHK again this early, right? I don't know if they're going to do the same collaborations as the other versions. So again, we don't versionize too much here, but I know if they do have Dante ever for Devil May Cry, your boy here is definitely going to be excited about that. But if it's an MHK shit show, like complete $3,000 to maximize a character, deuces, don't need those pixels. I can go play Devil May Cry for free. I have the game. So that'll probably be like one of the ones that's one of those events that if they do another collab, they got to treat it a bit better, right? So, all right, guys. So we're still using the same team. Nothing's really changed here. I'm just progressing without much issue right now. I only died once, I think, so far in one of the battles. So the teams are getting a little more beefy now that I'm fighting against, but we're going through it. Let's see how far we can get. I think I also got a faction summon I can do. Did I do it already? Oh, I did do it already. Okay. I did it. And I'm missing 5 friends, or 5 more friend tokens. So now we're getting into the faction roles. I'm probably going to build Wind first, to be honest. And maybe Lightning next. Or Thunder, I should say. I always call it Lightning. I mean Thunder. And probably work on those units for my free-to-play account. I'm really hoping for a Guile, get Bizang up a little further into the stratosphere here so he can do more damage and continue to be a little beefier. But yeah, this might be the end of the line for me, folks. Right here. Okay, I'm gonna re-challenge this one. Alright, let's see if we can finish this last stage and I'm gonna call it a night, and then we'll continue doing this more tomorrow. I put out like 9 videos today, so I'm a little tired. So you guys can imagine it's hard to continue this at this pace. I'm not gonna burn out hopefully anytime soon. Because so far it's just been okay. haven't had much of an issue. But I also don't want to burn out, right? So that's kind of the reason why I'm going to probably take a break right after this. There we go. This is over. There you guys have it. I'll probably continue a little bit after the fact when I'm done. 924 is where we're at. Let's just collect this. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about a few things while I played, right? So what do we cover here? We covered Discord drama. We covered the game. We covered being a free-to-play player. Me covering other games when they first come out, thanking you guys as a community. Yeah, so I mean, there's quite a bit there. I kind of showed you where I am for the tower as well, so we'll do that as well too. And I've got to jump into global operation and do the dreaded Arctic Lake and the cave lake, which I think I'm almost done anyways. So I should probably finish that up. All right, guys, it's Payne. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and yeah, hopefully more videos to watch. Take care. See you soon.